dear friends, welcome back again. We are so happy you popped over again to see what we are up to today. Of course, for everyone who is new here, welcome. We are Janny and Dyanne, and we hope you enjoy what you see. And if you do, of course, we hope you take a little bit of inspiration with you. For everyone who is here and is not subscribed to our channel, we hope you will click the red subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and tick the bell so you will be notified every time we upload new DIYs. Like we always say, enough talking, let's jump in today's inspiration. And you see already, everything is on the table. I say it every DIY again. Of course, we need our tumbler towel blocks, the smaller blocks, the container with everything inside, some scissors, markers, brushes. But the main thing is, of course, my cheap and easy wood glue. You can use some hot glue with this DIY. It is not really a problem. Of course, be careful that it doesn't break. My saucer with an old piece of kitchen towel, which is wet to wipe away the glue. I have here only, for example, a piece of a can of paint, but of course choose any color you like. You can do anything you like. Maybe you like silver gold, maybe you like red, green, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you think it's right. For me, this is just an inspiration for you to show. Of course, this is what we need for this DIY. What we're going to make, we're going to make two sizes of shovels, but with a decorative way. So we will see how this will turn out, because I never know how many blocks I use. So I always say, make sure that you have 4 until 5 packages laying around in your stash. Then you can make every DIY. So enough talking, let's do this DIY. And you see already the first step is on the table. We have 2 rows of 4 blocks. We're going to start with the smaller size of the shovel. And of course, like I told you, we're going to do 2 sizes, but you can do any, as much sizes as you like. So I'm going to show you only 2 sizes, and that we're going to use them, of course, for decor. You can use it for different seasons. You can use it for the fall season. You can do it for the Christmas season. We're just going to make first the base of the shovel. So we're going to let this rest for a couple of minutes. So we gave both of them a couple of minutes. We're going to place one on the side. We do some glue on top over here, and we're going to place them over here, and we're going to carefully fill in the open gaps. Just gently squeeze it from the outside to the inside, and this way, and make sure that also the sides are in a straight line. We're going to wipe away the glue we don't need, and we're going to give this also again a couple of minutes. So in the meantime, while this piece is drying, we have 3 rows of 2 blocks. So 3 rows of 2. We do the longest side again, place them together, the longest side, place them together, and this one, and place them together. We're going to squeeze it this way. We're going to squeeze, and number 3. And because, of course, we're going to wipe away the glue, but I think you already know that by now. So, and again, make sure that you have a straight line and give it a couple of minutes rest. So I gave this 3 a couple of minutes. I'm going to do some glue on the tops, and of course on this one on the tops, and we're going to roll them in one piece like this, and give it some pressure from the outside so we nicely fill in the open gaps. I'm going to wipe away the glue, and we're going to give this also a couple of minutes drying. So now we already have the 2 pieces of our shovel, but we need 4 loose blocks. We're going to place them on his side, this way and this way. What we're going to do, we are going to do some glue, because we are going to, I think I can explain it better this way. This is better. This is what we're going to make. So it's a very easy. We do some glue on this side, and we place it over here. We do here the same, some glue on this side and on this side, because we need his handle, and over here, and then we fill it up with this one, and then we're going to make sure that we squeeze it, place it to the outside, and this also, because it needs to be in a straight line, and again squeeze it, and we're going to give it some rest also. So now we have our 3 parts of our shovel. We're going to place this one aside for a little moment. Especially this one needs to dry a little longer, at least an hour, because we are going to saw out a little piece of this block, a little round over here. So you don't have to, you can easily do it with a handsaw. You don't have to use a jigsaw. You're easily just going to around the corners of two corners. We are going to make now the stand for the shovel, and we're going to do 4 blocks and again another 4. So what we're going to do, we do some glue over here, and on the side we place it over here. We do some glue on this side and on this side, and we place it over here, and we make one piece out of it. So very easy. And this is already number 1. We do here the same. We do some glue on this side and on this side. I'm sorry, I had to sneeze. Oh my, I always have this kind of things when the camera's running. I'm sorry. And we're going to glue this 4 together, and we're going to wipe away the glue. And of course we're going to give it a couple of minutes a rest. And make sure that you place it in a nice line again. And then we give it a couple of minutes. So I gave it a couple of minutes. I'm going to do now some glue over here. And we're going to place this one on here because I like when the stand is a little bit more thicker and gives a little bit more like a high-end look. So we're going to place this one together, and we're going to let it rest also. So you see already I did get the steel, and of course I have the handle, and I'm going to do very easy. I'm going to place this on the side over here. I'm going to do some glue on one side. Oh, and you see already I'm going to place this exactly in the middle, very gently. Place it in the middle, and we're going to let this dry. So if everything is correctly, you have now the part of your small shovel. Of course, this will be the front of this, you call it spade if I'm correct. I don't know if it's correct. At least we call schep in Dutch. And of course, this is the stand he will stand on, and this will be his handle. So we're going to place this apart because this is the base of the first smallest shovel. So now we're going to make the bigger one. And you see already for the bigger piece we need 3 rows of 6 blocks, and I already glued them, but my camera did fell out. So you see already I did 3 rows of 6, and I'm going to glue them together, and I'm going to squeeze them and make a nice straight line. Let me know in the comments if you are watching this and you are thinking, I like it and I'm going to make it. Let me know in the comments. I would love to know if you are going to make it too, or maybe what colors you're going to use. Maybe you like more like gold and silver. So let me know how you are going to change it up. I would love to hear. And of course, we're going to give this a couple of minutes drying. So I gave it a couple of minutes. I'm going to turn them, place them on the side, 2 pieces, and we're going to do some glue over here on the tops. We do here some glue on the tops, and we're going to place it down, and we're going to do this one also, and we're going to carefully again squeeze it from the top side to fill in the open gaps, and also fill the sides that you have them also in a straight line. Of course, we're going to wipe away the glue in this way, and we're going to give this also at least an hour rest. Now we're going to do the middle part. So for the steel we have 5 pieces of 3, so very easy, 5 pieces of 3, and you row them very easy together. This is already 1, this is number 2, and number 3, number 4, and already the last number 5. And we're going to squeeze this also, and we're going to give this also a couple of minutes drying. And of course, we're going to wipe away the glue. So we gave all 5 of them a couple of minutes drying. Now we're going to turn them, and we're going to do with 4 of them, we're going to do some glue on the tops, place them down, some glue on the tops, place it down, and again over here, and the last. And we fill it up with number 5, and now we're gently going to squeeze it together until one piece And we're going to wipe away the glue. Let's not forget that. I think you can dream about it. You can dream about it in the night. Then you even hear me saying in your thoughts, squeeze, press, press it down, wipe away the glue. You can hear me. You get nightmares from me. So we're going to let this dry in. So now we need, of course, the handle for the top. We're going to get 6 blocks. And we're going to place them all on the side again, this way. First, what we're going to do, place 2 down. And we're going to give it the tops some glue and place them together. This one, some glue and place them together. We're going to squeeze it. And we're going to wipe away the glue. And we're going to let them rest at least for a couple of minutes. So now we're going to place this one on the side too. This one, we're going to do some glue on the loose block, a little over here, a little over here, and we're going to place it in between, one here, and we do here the same, a little glue on each side, place it together very gently, and we fill it in with the other one, and then we're going to give it some pressure, but of course we have to work to the outside or else he's not straight. And then we're going to let it dry in for a couple of minutes. So now also for the bigger one, we need a stand where he can stand on because it is a decorative piece. We are going to do 3 blocks, and again 3. So we do very easy. We just row them together and this one and place them. This is already 1 and this is number 2. You see where, I don't know even where I did glue it. Here he is. And of course this one and this one. And then we're going to squeeze it and make one straight line out of it. This one the same. Place it down. And again, we're going to wipe away the glue and give it a couple of minutes for this piece. And of course, these 3 are drying, but like I told you, I like a little bit of the high-end look. So I'm going to double up this one also. So again, we also make a double layer for this piece too. So we're going to row 3 blocks of 3 together again also. And this one. And we're going to squeeze it, and wipe away the glue. So now we're going to turn all 6 of them in one line. So we're going to do some glue over here. We do some glue over here and we're going to place it together gently. You're going to give it some pressure from the outside to make sure that you get a nice piece. And we do here the same, some glue on the tops and on this top, and we go row this one also together, and again squeeze it, fill in the open gaps as much as you can, and we're going to wipe away the glue and let it dry in for a couple of minutes only. So now we're going to do some glue on this part, and we're going to place this one on top until one bigger piece, and we're going to squeeze it, and we're going to make sure that we have it also in a nice line, and we're going to let this dry also. Now I did take the underside of the smallest shovel, and I'm going to get a half a wooden bead, and you can take maybe a piece of cardboard, it doesn't matter, just it is around. I'm going to place it in the corner, and I'm going to do this side flat and this side, and then you see that there will be a little corner left over here, and you just go around with your pencil. And again, you do this in this corner the same. You just fill it in and then make the marks. And then you always have a nice round on both of the sides. I showed you a little bit closer. I hope the camera picks it up. And only this kind of pieces I'm going to cut off. So it's only a little piece. Now I'm going to get the bigger one. But of course I'm going to get a bigger wooden round, because this one I want to have a bigger round of. So I'm going to do over here to the sides, and I'm going to get my pencil and mark my rounds. I do here the same, place it in, make sure that it's here in a straight line and here, and then you can easily make your round. Oh, and this one is the same. You see, just little pieces only have to come off. So I'm going to go to my garage and I'm going to cut off this little piece, but you can easily do it with a little bit tool or maybe with a handsaw. So you see, this is how they turned out. Now they have a little round edges. So I'm really loving how they are looking like. What we're going to do, before we're going to paint it, we're going to take for the bigger one the stand and for the smaller one. So if everything is correct, you have a double of the 4 block and you have a double of the 9 block. So very easy. What we're going to do some glue over here. And we're going to place this exactly in the middle over here. And we do here the same. We do some glue on the underside. And we're going to place this also in the middle. I'm going to look for which side is the flattest. Of course, this one. And I'm going to place it over here. Give it some pressure. And we're going to let this dry in at least for 10-20 minutes. So in the meantime, we still need to glue the handle and the steel on top of each other this way. So we're going to do some glue on the underside over here. And we're going to place this one also very gently in the middle. And we're going to let it rest also at least, I think, well, 20 minutes. Before we're going to paint everything. So we're going to let this rest. So now we have the parts of our shovels ready. What we're going to do, I'm going to do the steel. I'm going to do in the creamy chalkboard paint. And the underside I'm going to do in a little bit of the rustic brown color. So you can make it for any season. I'm going to try to give it at least for the everyday decor. But you can go for Christmas. You can do some fall leaves on top of here. You can go as crazy as you like. First, I'm going to give this one a creamy coat. And the underside, like I told you, a little bit of the rustic brown piece. Because that is the shovel itself. So you see, we painted the pieces we need. Of course, now we're going to glue the steel on top of here. So very easy, do some wood glue under the smallest one and we're going to place it very easy on top of here in the middle. Of course, I'm going to keep it in place for a little moment until it can stand on its own. And we do here the same with the bigger one. And of course, you also can use a little bit of hot glue with it if you like that also better. But I'm going to keep it in place for a little moment and then I'm going to do the next step. So what we're going to do, now we're going to make a kind of a tag you can place on the steel of our shovel. We're going to do 4 blocks. We do like this and one on the side. We place it together. We do on this side the same. Some glue on this side and this. And then we're going to place all 4 of them together until one piece. We do now 6 blocks. And of course you can also do it just this way. Just do on the side, and on this side. And then first you're going to squeeze it, and then you do on the tops. And you do here on the tops. And you're going to fill it in with all of them and you make one piece out of it and then you have the same. So you can do it on different ways. Make your tag do just the way you think it's right. You don't have to do anything I do. So again, we're going to let this dry in for a couple of minutes. So I'm going to do my little tags with a little bit of beeswax. It's a very cheap brand which is from a store here in the Netherlands, but you can buy it anywhere. You can use some staining, and I'm going to use my smallest brush. I'm just going to go lightly over it like this, and I'm going to give it a nice little bit of the darker color wood, but you can do any color you like. I have did some wax on it, and of course I wiped it clean with some piece of kitchen towel. What I'm going to do, I have now a little piece of twine, and it is a little bit of the smaller size. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the back side, I'm going to do a little drop of glue over here and place my twine inside, a little bit from the ending off, so like this, and I'm going to hope that it will dry immediately so we can go further. And now we're going to go around, very easy, and one next to it, and I only make 3 rows. So over here I have already 3, and now I'm going to make sure that I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to do a little drop of glue next to the one, and I'm going to place the ending inside. Be careful that you don't burn yourself. I don't feel anything, but you probably will, and you have this kind of fingers, rubber fingers you can do around it. So this is already one. We do a little drop over here, and we place again our twine inside, and we give it a couple of seconds, and then we're going to turn again. Oh, you see already, I'm already under the glue, and I'm going to make sure, of course, it has to stick. I'm going to make 1, I'm going to make a number 2, I'm going to make number 3, and I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to do a little bit of glue next to the line, and I place my ending of my twine against it over here, and I'm going to get away of the glue. And then you see already, now you have your tag has a little bit of a more of a high-end look, and this tag you can change up for any season. You just do some sticker letters or some wooden letters you can easily peel off, and you can change it up for the season. So that's why I do it this way. I'm going to do this one also, but I won't bore you with that. Now I have my shovel, and of course in the line from the underside until the steel, I'm going to do also a little bit of twine. So I'm going to look for which one I want to have on the front. Of course, I'm going to do this. This is the back side, so I'm going to do a little bit of glue on here. So a little drop, and I'm going to place my ending of my twine just in here, and make sure that you keep it in place for a couple of seconds until it is dried up, and then I do a couple of turns, and then I'm going to again the same, cut it off, and I'm going to, you see, I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to make sure that I have a couple of turns, and this way I think maybe 3 until 4. I think 4. And I'm going to turn it, and this is the last, and I'm going to cut it off again, and I'm going to do a little bit of glue next to the other line, and then I'm going to place this piece again, oop, next to the other one, and we're going to let it dry in. And this is how he's looking like. Of course, I'm going to do now also the other one. So now I'm going to make my little tags, and I would leave them open, so for everyone to decide for themselves. And of course you can, but I was so tempted to do some wooden letters. So I get my bag with wooden letters. They are the smallest letters. You see already they are very thin wood. And I'm going to do the word winter, and I'm going to do the word bear, because I can't help myself. I love decorating this kind of little display. So I'm going to do here bear, and I'm going to do here winter, and I'm leave them in the little bit of the blank wood. So I'm going to glue them on top of here. So now I have my two little tags. Of course, you see them backwards. Don't worry about it. Later you will see the right way. I'm going to get my, I have also get my bag with my half wooden rounds. And I chose 2 half wooden rounds from a little bit of the smaller size and 3 wooden rounds. You can also use a piece of cardboard and just cut little rounds from it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to lay my shovel over here. I'm going to do some glue on one of my beads, on the smaller one. I'm going to place it over here. I'm not going to press it yet. I'm going to do a little bit of glue on the back side of my little tag, and I'm going to place it sideways over here. And I'm going to do a little bit of glue on this bead, and I'm going to do this also over here. And then I'm going to look for if I like it or not, and then I'm going to give it a little bit of pressure, not too much, just a little. And of course my sign. And I'm going to do with the other one with winter the same. Of course, like I told you, I'm also going to do it with the bigger one. I'm just going to do some glue in the middle, place this one over here. We're going to do some glue in the middle of the tag. And we're going to place this over here and give it a little bit of pressure, not too much. And now we're going to do one bead over here and one bead a little lower, but you can place them anywhere you like. And you also can give them a color if you like that better than what I do. So, and I'm going to let this dry also. So you see already both of the little shovels are finished, and now I have of course a couple of bears because I really love the bears. I am always, especially with the fall, winter and Christmas, I love the bears. So I'm going to glue 2 of them on each side of my shovel, and then I'm going to fill up with some greenery. I place you a little bit closer. Now you're a little bit closer. You see I have here a little bear which is standing up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place this on the side. So I'm going to do a little bit of glue on the underside of his feet. Just a simple drop. And I'm going to place it against this one. And of course I'm going to make sure that he is stuck. So I'm going to keep it in place for a little moment until the hot glue is of course dried up, and that shouldn't be too long. There's already one, and now I'm going to look for if I'm going to place one on the side, maybe on this side. You see then it's just coming around the corner, so I'm going to do a little bit of glue over here, and I'm going to place this one on the side. So you see over here, and I'm going to squeeze it and make sure that he stays over here, and at least I hope I have enough glue on it. And you see it is so easy to make this one. And now I'm going to get a little bit of greenery I always keep in my stash, because this was a really big garland and I always rip it apart until one piece. So I'm going to cut off the plastic. You see already, I'm going to do the underside, and you see there's a little big plastic stamp, and I'm going to cut it off because I don't like the ending of the plastic. So now I'm going to look if I have to cut it shorter. I think I will. I'm going to do little pieces like this. So I'm going to do a little drop of glue and just place it over here and just keep it in place for a little moment. I do again with another one. Again, cutting a little piece off. And you can use any greenery. This is just the greenery I have in my stash, but you can do anything you like. I've placed this on the other side in the corner. And I keep it in place for a little moment too. And of course you can decorate it with lots and lots and lots more, but I'm going to keep it very simple but do as crazy as you like. You see, of course, I do the bigger one also. You see in a moment a quick impression. And you see finally a quick impression of my tumbling tile blocks shovels in two sizes. Of course, this was my first try. I hope you give this one also a try and let me know in the comments how you are going to make yours. And everyone who is new here, I hope you enjoy what you saw. And if you do, I hope you will click the red subscribe button, give it a thumbs up and hit the bell so you will be notified every time we upload new DIYs. For more DIYs, come on over to our description box. There you find the link for our DIY channels. Everyone who is here already for a long time, thank you so much for spending a little moment of your day together with us. Everyone have an amazing day and we hope to see you in the next one. Bye.